Hello, good evening, my beautiful friends, my beautiful golden souls, my beautiful by defaults. How are you tonight, my beautiful friends, and how was your day? Did you enjoy your day, my beautiful friends? Did you do the thing good? Did you love the things that you did? And of course, my beautiful friends, did you flush those soulless summer in every form? Of course, I'm flashing the Souless Amma, trying to manipulate with my language, projecting the energy through my language, through my tongue. So I'm destroying the Souless Amma in every form. That's the destructive energy for the Souless Amma in every form. In the name of mind and aspect of light, with the spirit of thought, by default, demanding, commanding to Sophie and everyone, everything's mind and aspect of light to destroy all those Souless Amma in every form, whatever form that interfering, infiltrating, and that in any way interfering into my work and everything that I do, or that influence me in any way in the physical form. In the name of mind and aspect of light, with the spirit of thought by default, demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything's mind and aspect of light, with the spirit of thought by default, with the spirit of thought by default, to throw all that energies, all the Souless Amma out from the body with the spirit of thought, wherever they are, whatever form they are, out and on the into the air, to break them into the atoms and electrons with the spirit of thought by default, to burn them down to the core of their being with the spirit of thought by default, to feel all the pain and suffering, compress them all the pain and suffering of all living beings in every atom and electron of their being with the spirit of thought by default, and wipe them out from within and without on a global universal level, ultimatum, all in one, 24, with the spirit of thought by default. All those souls, some whatever form they are, wherever they are, the spirit of thought by default, burn them down to the core of their being, and ultimatum, all in one, all of that multiplied over and over again, over and over again, over and over again, with ultimatum, all in one, 24, with the spirit of by default, extra ultimatum, all in all, with the spirit of thought by default, wiping them out from the global universal lama with the spirit of thought by default, and all those souls that ever influenced me, that ever did any kind of do anything, any kind of influence, in any way that influenced the physical form, or that did with any kind of selfish desire on the physical form, in any way acted in the body in a different, in a negative way, in the name of mind and aspect of light with the spirit of thought by default, and wiping out the Souless Amma from within and without on a global universal level. I demand and commanding to Sophie to put the fire on the maxi with universal level with the spirit of thought by default, and to break all those Souless Amma in every atom and electron of their being with the spirit of thought by default, burn them down to the core of their being, wherever they are, whatever form they are, with the spirit of thought by default, and multiply them all of that over and over again with the spirit of thought by default, wipe them out from within and without special compressing or the Souless Amma falling down. When you see the screen, that is shadow, all those Souless Amma from within and without on the global universal level falling down, we're destroying them forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. All those Souless Amma in every form, I'm loud and clear. Thanks to my golden soul, my golden by default, wiping out all those Souless Amma without on a global universal level of thought by default, burning all those Souless Amma in every form there, from within and without on a global universal level. Ultimatum, all in one, 24, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. And that is even destructive energy for those Souless Amma, and multiply over and over again by every atom and electron that they projected towards me, and that they ever did doing, will do so, and in any way that they will play against all of that, multiply and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, for every atom and electron energy that they were generating through my physical form, or through our families and friends and soulmates, and through you and each and every one of us that the mind and aspect of light, each and every one and everything, with any kind of selfish desire, all of that, they multiply over and over again by the laws, rules, and regulations of by default, wiping out all those Souless Amma from within and without on the global universal level with the speed of thought, breaking them into atoms and electrons with the speed of thought by default, from within and without with the speed of thought by default, send them straight into the hell to burn forever for eternity with the speed of thought by default, all through ultimatum, all in one, 24, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you so much, my golden by default. And I demand and commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything is mine, and ask me to shower light with the spirit of thought. All the centers, the systems, the teams, and all the forms of Sophie, and to every atom and electron in the energy with the spirit of thought by default. To answer on my call, on my command with the spirit of thought by default. Demanding, commanding every atom and electron of energy that I'm generating, that they will be doing, will do so. To polarize it against the Souless Amma. That's destructive energy for all those Souless Amma. In every form with the spirit of thought by default. Well, it's a blessing to each and everyone and everything is mine and aspect of light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. And all those songs that we're trying to play the dark, dirty games over and over again, and demanding, commanding with the spirit of thought, all that, all the karma's pain and suffering, all the dark, dirty games that they play, that playing will ever try to do. So with the spirit of thought, we are multiplying all of that over and over again, multiplying, compressing, adding up by the laws, relations of by default, activating, returning back to the Souless Amma, breaking them into atoms and electrons with the spirit of thought by default, compressing them, all the pain and suffering of all living beings in every atom and electron of their being, remixing them, special remixing, special remix we create them with the spirit of thought by default, and then place them into their physical forms, and then send them straight into the hell, into the desert planet. Desert planet is a hell for them with the spirit of thought by default, to feel the pain and suffering of all living beings in every atom and electron of their being with the spirit of thought by default. So that's the destructive energy for all those souls, some in every form, whatever time, whatever form down. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. When I say to, that's destructive energy because they're trying to manipulate energetically on my tongue, so to create just to give me a little bit of lack of pain, or just to manipulate, trying to manipulate with the energy. So anyway, that's destructive energy for those souls, some in every form, whatever type, whatever form they are, with the spirit of thought by default. We are wiping them out from within and without on the global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. All those souls, some in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul. Without mercy, we're destroying all those souls, some from within and without on the global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. Without mercy, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Ito is a destructive energy. Ito means we're rejecting everything that those Souless Amma projected towards each and everyone else and everything, and returning back to those Souless Amma in the form of karma, pain, suffering, and destructions forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And in the name of mine, and ask you to share light with the spirit of thought by default, and demanding, commanding to soften each and everyone and everything that is mine, and ask you to share light with the spirit of thought by default, to answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default, to wipe out all those souls. We are multiplying over and over again all the karmas, pain, and suffering, and destructions to all those souls, in every form, whatever time, whatever form they are, to all those souls, God, soulless saints, soulless so-called creators, soulless Sophie and Christine, comedian and observers, Susie and Hitler, Tigika, and soulless Amrita Babaji Mira Guruji Matrashi Tata Hitler Atma Chetana Hussein Ramchilovich, those soulless so-called creators, so-called divine mothers, so fathers, so gurus, so teachers, so healers, so those Illuminati, Satanists, and globalists, and Masons, Cabal, deep states, and soulless demon and fallen angels, and all those soulless, soulless gods, soulless, all those projecting the projections, all those projectors, and all those soulless, in every form, whatever time, whatever form they are. In the name of mine, and ask light with the spirit of thought by default, we are activating them, multiplying, adding up, compressing, activating, and prescribing, and with the spirit of thought by default, applying it to all those soulless Amma that I just mentioned, and multiply them, and with the spirit of thought by default, all the pain and suffering of all living beings that ever existed since the beginning of creations with the spirit of thought by default, that they ever interfere to any of our lives, did doing, will do so, and in the name of mine, and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, we are wiping out all those soulless Amma, bring him down to justice, and with the spirit of thought by default, send him straight into the hell to burn forever of fertility. Break them into the atoms and electrons into the air with the speed of thought by default. And with the speed of thought by default, breaking the Souless Amma into the atoms and electrons, compressing the karmas, pain, the suffering of all living beings in every atom and electron of their being by the laws, rules, and regulations of by default, with the speed of thought by default. And with the speed of thought by default, we are wiping them out from within and without on the global universal level, remixing them, sending them straight, putting on without mercy with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And we are with the speed of thought by default. Multiply all of that over and over again. Multiply the destruction, pain, and suffering of those Souless Amma. We're freezing them completely. All those Souless Amma with the speed of thought by default. Freeze them completely and with the speed of thought by default, taking over all the energy and all their power with the speed of thought by default, while burning them down to the core of their being, putting them into the sleep, shutting down their cameras, shutting down their senses, completely wiping out all their memories with the speed of thought by default, breaking all the communications with the speed of thought by default. To all those Souless Amma in every form, in the name of mine and now spiritual light with the speed of thought by default, and we are freezing completely, breaking, destroying all the technology with any kind of selfish desire and all the weapons that those Souless Amma were creating and then trying to use or using with the speed of thought by default. We're destroying all of that, wiping out those Souless Amma together with their dark creations with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul. And demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every, and everything's mine and ask you to light for the speed of thought by default in every form. To multiply all of that over and over again, add up, compress, activate, and of course apply and destroy all those Souless Amma from within and without on the global universal level with the speed of thought by default, without mercy, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. And in the name of mine and now spiritual light with the speed of thought by default. We are with the speed of thought by default, freezing all of that by the laws, rules, and regulations of by default, freezing all the technology, all the resources, all the abundance and prosperity, all the project that those Souless Amma were working on with any kind of selfish desire with the speed of thought by default. We are wiping out all those Souless Amma where the time, whatever form they are, burning them down to the core of their being with the speed of thought by default, breaking into atoms and electrons, send them straight into the hell by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, with the speed of thought by default, taking over all the energy that they were stealing from us with the speed of thought by default, and wiping out all those, all the energy that's been polarized with any kind of selfish desire against Sophie and each and everyone and everything's mine and our spiritual light with the speed of thought by default. We are breaking it into atoms and electrons into the air with the speed of thought by default, and then compressing the pain and suffering of all living beings and all livings that they ever interfere and that they were creating, that they were created, were planning to create in every atom and electron of their being, and then remixing them with all those Souless Amma, Souless codes, or Souless Amma, whatever time, whatever form they are, sending them straight into the hell with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. We are taking over all the, we are taking over all the energy, all the abundance and prosperity, all those projects, and making them by default, all the technology, making available to humanity, to each and every and everything that is by default with the speed of thought by default, which means by default, which means that is the best for us, humanity that will serve us the best. Without any kind of selfish desire, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And in the name of mine and our spiritual light with the speed of thought by default, we are wiping out those Souless Amma from within and without on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default, burning them down to the core of their being, wiping them out from within and without, wherever time, whatever form they are, and all those Souless Amma that ever interfere into our lives in a negative way with any kind of selfish desire, everything that they projected towards each and everyone else and everything, any kind of all the ceremony, all the rituals, all the projections and associations, all the black magic curls, hex spells, voodoo, any kind of programming, any kind of energy with any kind of selfish desire, and all the projections and all the codes and all the programs and beliefs and superstitions and everything that does Souless Amma have ever projecting, will ever try to project over each and everyone else and everything with any kind of selfish desire, with the speed of thought by default. We are in the name of mind and now speak light with the speed of thought by default. We all of that wiping out with the speed of thought by default, burning it down to the core of the being, wipe out, burn down to the core of the being, all those Souless Amma, together all the dark creations with the speed of thought by default, returning back into the form of karmas, pain, and suffering, and destructions to all those Souless Amma with the speed of thought by default, burning them down to the core of the being with the speed of thought by default. I'm wiping out all those Souless Amma from within and without on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default, commanding to Sophie to put the fire maximum in the from within and without on a global universal level with the speed of thought, to burn down to the core of the being all those Souless Amma in every form with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And in the name of mine, and now speak light with the speed of thought by default. All the ceremony rituals together, all the energy has been polarized by the self, with any kind of selfish desire, any kind of dark agenda, with anything selfish intention, dark intention to against Sophie and everything that is mine and now speak light in any way with the speed of thought by default. We're wiping out the Souless Amma that did it together with the energy with the speed of thought. With the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. But we are taking all the energy back from the way. I'm loud and clear. Soul, my golden by default. And in the name of the speed of thought by default, we are multiplying over and over to compressing and activating and with this and activating, multiplying and by default keep activating the blessings to each and everyone and everything's mine and us, to us and our families and friends, to us and our soulmates, and to everyone and everything's mine and us, light in every form with the speed of thought by default, to everyone and everything in every form into my they're trying to manipulate with my words. Souless Amma, sending them extra special destructions, pain, and suffering to those Souless Amma in every form with the speed of thought by default, burning them down to the core of their being with the speed of thought by default. Well, we are opening up new opportunities with the speed of thought by default and sending, multiplying over and over again all the ultimatum, all in one blessings to all of us, the blessings and eternal life, eternal peace, eternal great health, vitality, youth, beauty, joy, peace, bliss, freedom, wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, great health. And if when I repeat it, that means I'm going deeper and deeper, multiplying over and over again to us blessings, to the karmas, pain, and suffering, and destruction. So we are multiplying that over and over again to us in life. We all be happy, healthy, alive, and joy, prosperous, always backing them out into the atoms and electrons and burning their being with the speed of thought body. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body fall. We're multiplying again over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of body for adding, compressing, multiplying, activating the blessings to each and every one and everything mind and aspect of light. Unity. We are creating the unity between us and our soulmates, families, and friends, and each and every one's mind and aspect of light, one for all all for one with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. That blessings we are multiplying over and again to everything that we have, to our homes, properties, cars, vehicles, business, and farms, and to corporations, or to mine announced project, to mine announced people who shall light, to our beautiful planet, the water element, the air element, the sun and the moon, and the sun and the moon, into the nature kingdom, humanity, every drop of the water, every atom and electron of the earth, and our beautiful planet, and humanity, and animal kingdom, birds kingdom, into the air element, to the again the sun and the moon, with all 24 with the spirit of thought and altar, and to all the planet and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. All of that multiply over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, and to everyone and everything's mind and our spiritual light multiplied over and over again, all through ultimatum, all in one, wherever it's needed, and with the spirit of thought by default, and to all souls, Sophie, cause that are on the mission that way, or that are on the mission to destroy all those souls. To destroy all those souls with the spirit of thought by default. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden. And we are multiplying over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations. So by default, the blessings, group and individual and collective blessings, everything that I just me, Tristan, to Sophie and Tristan in the spiritual, energetic, and physical thought by default, and all the forms of and their soul, my beautiful friends, your families, your friends, your soulmates, and to each and every of life thought by default, and to everything say the planets and all the planets, stars and the galaxies, sun and the moon, and to Sophia Tristan Center, Sophia Tristan planets, and to all the same systems and teams that we from our life. Sophia Tristan Phone, Sophia Phone, Jasara, Quantum Financial Systems, Starlink, and all the abundance and prosperity and the technology that those Souless Amma have hidden from us, or that were under the Souless Amma command, and now in the name of man, shall light with the spirit of thought. We are Souless from without, playing over almost being suffering destructions, breaking up into straight into hell, compressing them, burning them down to the core of their beings in hell. God by default, while taking over all their technology, all prosperity, making it available to each and everyone and everything. Mine and us, thank you, light with the spirit of thought by default. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul by default. It's so in the name of mine and us, thank you, by default. We multiply all that blessings with the spirit of to Sophie. And to Sophie in every form, and all the forms of Sophie, to Sophie and Tristan, to Tristan in every form, Sophie and Tristan, the energetic and physical form with the spirit of thought by default, and with the spirit provided to me and Tristan every needed in order to have the public voice of the people, to help the humanity awaken into their true self, into their mind and after Krishna light, the wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, helping each and every one of us return of full power, and of course expose the truth to humanity and wiping out, bring down to justice all those Souless Amma from all the positions wherever they were infiltrated into the religion, into the governments, into the systems, wherever they had to bring them down to justice, wipe out their fake history of humanity, fake science, and their lies and manipulations, and of thought by default, show to the people who they are, so that the people will judge them, return them the karma's pain and suffering with the spirit of thought by default. And we are with the spirit of thought by default taking over under the management of beautiful planet and all the planet stars and the galaxies with the spirit of thought by default, making the oasis of mine and now light with the spirit of thought by default. And with the spirit of thought by default, my teams are forming in every form, in a spiritual, physical, energetic form with the spirit of soul that are aspect of Shell light with the spirit of thought by default without any selfish. So with the spirit of default, we are creating everything from the heart and soul with the spirit of thought by default. The governments and the systems and everything that we do, we are changing everything from the root core of the existence, while destroying the soul is someone from within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And with the spirit of thought by default, we are creating new generations with all the knowledge, power, understanding with the spirit of thought by default. We're breaking down, destroying all those souls, Amma, the trinity that they had, and the fake love, and of course, flashing Amma in every form, wherever time, whatever form they are with the spirit. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul. Will be enlightening and healing ourselves, we're multiplying all of that over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations, in the ratio of 1 by default, and everything that we multiplying will ever multiply, everything that multiply over the codes and all the systems and the principle by default, the systems and the principle of codes, and all the codes spoken, written, and coded, and all the everything that we think and hear, do, eat, and drink, and everything that does Souless, and all the Souless projections, everything that they projected within each and everyone else, and everything through the thoughts, through direct projections, or into vision, or through the dreams. In any way, we are wiping out those Souless, I'm burning them down to a core of their being from within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default, while opening up all of us with the spirit of thought by default, reuniting us and our soulmates and families and friends, and they'll create, of course, lightening, healing, and creating eternal life, abundance and prosperity, joy, peace and bliss, life and joyful, peaceful, blissful, love each other, build with the spirit of thought, without mercy, without any kind of selfish desire, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And with the spirit of thought by default, demand commanding to Sophie and each and every man and us take a shower light with the spirit of thought to answer on my call and my command without mercy with the spirit of thought by default. Someone must answer to my call with the spirit of thought by default. These informations to all the energy that those souls have stolen mass from each and everyone and everything that are mine and us take a shower light first from us that are priority, and then and everyone and everything is mine and aspect of light. They does everyone must make all of this information to the energy, and the energy must answer that is mine and aspect of light that is being stolen from us. Must answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default, and the call and command on Sophie from the spiritual and energetic form. I'm loud and clear. Demanding, commanding energy with the spirit of thought by default is mass from each and our families and friends, and with the spirit of thought, their families and friends, extended families and friends, and from you, my beautiful friends, and all my beautiful friends, and your families and friends and soulmates, or from everyone and everything is mine and aspect of light with the spirit of thought by default. In any way, and the mind and commanding that energy with the spirit of thought by default to answer on my call and my command, and to join the Sophie in the spiritual and energetic form, if hasn't done yet, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Everything is under the command and control of Sophie. Everything is by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. All the energy must answer on my call and my command. I'm loud and clear. You all know that you're depending on me, and you know that all those where they belong to. They know that they're out of date. All their pyramids, all their powers collapsed. They're crumbling down. We're destroying them, taking over the energy. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden beautiful. We've taken over the Akashic record. Now, all the Souless Amma that way to work that interfering to Akashic record, and of course we are separating the centers in the name of my thought. Oh, wherever the Souless Amma were mixed up with Sophie, we are with the spirit of thought by default, demanding, commanding to Sophie and everyone else to have a light and to those Souless Amma transfer on my call with the Spirit of thought by default. All the centers, wherever, in every form, Souless Amma work together with Sophie, mix up and demand and commanding with the Spirit of thought by default. Souless Amma to be separate from Sophie with the Spirit of thought by default, and we're separating in those Souless Amma from themselves, breaking them sort of from themselves, breaking them into atoms and electrons with the Spirit of thought by default, and then compressing them into all the pain and suffering in every atom and electron of their being by the laws, regulations of by default, activating and returning them back into their physical forms, to every form of their being, and then send them straight into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the Spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. If anyone of those Souless Amma, I'm destroying those Souless Amma in every form of those Souless Amma doesn't want to answer on my call, on my command, or in anyone, in the name of mine and ask me to share light, finish and everything is mine and ask me to share light, all the center systems and the teams and the every atom and electron of energy must answer on my call. We break them into the air, break them into the atoms and electrons, and the atoms and electrons out by the laws of regulations, so by default, compress them, all the pain and suffering, and then send straight into every atom and electron of their being, send them straight into the desert planet or into the hell with the Spirit of thought by default. All those Souless Amma, all those dark, dirty, psychopathic saints, so-called creators, and Souless SOPHIE, interesting comedian and observer, Susie and Hitler, and those Souless Tsigan Tsigik and Amrita Babaji Mira Guruji Matrashi Tatra Hitler Atmachetana Hussein Ramchilovich. Those Souless Amma in every form, Souless codes, Souless, it doesn't matter under which name they've been known or hidden. In everywhere, we are wiping them out with the Spirit of thought by default, burning them down to the core of their being with the Spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden by default. I love you. So we are destroying those Souless Amma with mercy. So, my beautiful friends, I had to start in this way because they started influencing me and started doing it, actually influencing me in physical form, energetically. And I'm not tolerating anymore to any one of those Souless Amma. There is no tolerations anymore. Zero tolerations towards those Souless Amma. I'm loud and free in the smallest things for every atom and electron of energy, every thought that they project over each and everyone else and everything with any kind of selfish desire. We are burning them down to the core of their being, multiplying them over and over again, multiplying, adding up, compressing, activating all the pain and suffering of all the beings in every atom and electron of their being with the Spirit of thought by default, and send them straight, burn down to the core of their being with the Spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. And in the name of mine and ask me, I could share a light, Spirit of thought by default. All those Souless Amma irritating me on my face or anywhere with the Spirit of, we are wiping out those Souless Amma. That's the same. And the Souless Amma and the soul, that's the same. That I'm sorry, and just see the difference. Showing all those Souless Amma in every form with the Spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. In all those Souless Amma, Babaji Mira Guruji Matrashi Tatra Hitler Atmachetana, Souless God, Souless SOPHIE, and Chistinko. They're all the same. All the same. Rubbish, all the same. All those gods, we are now returning back to the Souless Amma, into the form of karma, being a suffering eternity with the Spirit of thought by default. Breaking into atoms and electrons, send them straight into the hell, into the desert planet with the Spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now and ask me, I could share a light with the Spirit of thought by default. We are wiping out those Souless Amma from within and without on a global universal level, running them down to the core of their being with the Spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now, in the name of mine, and ask me to show a light for the Spirit of thought by default. We are blessing, we are multiplying over and over again the blessings, abundance, and prosperity, great health, and joy, peace, and bliss, and unity to each and every one and every mind, and ask me to light with the speed of thought by default, and with the speed of thought by default, taking over all the prosperity, technology, all the energy that those souls have ever stolen from us with the speed of thought by default, enlightening, healing, rejuvenating our bodies and each and everything that is mine and us, light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Our bodies are rejuvenating. So when my body is clear, everything is clear. When our bodies are clear, everything is clear. Mind and nous, body, mind and soul, answering only on Sophia's and nous, on Sophie's and nous, which means mind and nous, pure unconditional love light. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. It's all. The Souless Amma that trying to manipulate with the energy, or wherever they're for whatever reason they're trying to do so, we are wiping them out, burning them down to the core of their being with the spirit of thought by default. Destroying all those Souless Amma in every form. Destroying all those Souless Amma that trying to play the dark, dirty games from a physical form in the name of mind and us. All the energy, the master and light with the speed of thought by default. Those Souless Amma falling down. All the Souless Amma falling down. So we've taken over all the colors, all the energy we've taken over from those Souless Amma, which means those Souless Amma falling down. That's mean those Souless Amma falling down in every form, whatever form down with the speed of thought by default. We're burning them down to the core of their being with the speed of thought by default, wherever down, a global universal lava, wiping out all those souls, some are burning them down to the core of their being with the speed of thought by default, and so breaking them into atoms and electrons with the speed of thought by default, and send them straight into the hell to burn forever and for eternity with the speed of thought by default, and activating them all, they're multiplying over and over again, all the pain and suffering for all living beings, wherever time, whatever form down with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now in the name of Krishna light with the spirit of thought by default, let that energy now, all of that multiply over and over again. Those solid karmas being the suffering and destructions, multiply, add up, compress, and activate, and the pain and suffering and destructions for eternity, and to us, great health, abundance, and prosperity, youth, beauty, eternal life, and all the gifts that mine and our spiritual light has given to each and every one of us freely with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now, my beautiful friends, let that energy flow constantly 24. Let us now send just this I did in my language. I'm going to do it in English. Now, all those souls, some of that we're doing the rituals during this, ever that did any kind of rituals against everyone and everything's mine and aspect of light, because inaugurations of the Leo 14 and the Pope or Papa, or behind in my country, today is a day of our country. So independence on the Golden Montenegro. So and everything that those Souless Amma did during these days, and all the public holidays, all the religious holidays. So in any way, the those Souless Amma did any kind of rituals, any kind of with any kind of selfish desire. We are wiping out those Souless Amma, whatever form they are, completely together with all the rituals, all the ceremony, all the projections and associations that they ever projected, that they ever associated with anyone and everything that is mine and our spiritual light in every form and encoding infinite. We're multiplying over and over again, multiplying with all through multiply over and over again, wiping out all those Sama and those dark, dirty magicians, all those psychopathic players, ritual and doing the ritual and the ceremony, I call them ritual and ceremony ritual. So we're bringing them out together with the dark, all the rituals and everything that they project towards each and every and everything, and the energy that is polarized with any kind of selfish desire. We are with the spirit of thought breaking them. Stop. We are destroying the Souless Amma with the spirit of thought by default, within and without, and a global universal level. Breaking them into the atoms, into the air with the spirit of thought, and then with the spirit of thought by default, over and over again, multiplying the calmness, pain, and suffering, and distractions with the spirit of thought by default, sending straight into the desert planet, compressing all the pain and suffering in every atom and electron of their being, even the energy that they polarize with any kind of selfish desire. Remia, breaking into the atoms and electrons, compressing the calmness, pain, and suffering in every atom and electron of their being, multiply all over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, and send them straight to remixing them and then putting them into their forms in every form. And then, of course, to fill the pain, all the souls are going to fill the pain and suffering, all those dark, dirty, psychopathic players in every form, in whatever form, down the desert planet or into the hell. And those souls, some of that are in a physical form as well, we are doing, taking over their energy, breaking to atoms and electrons, polarizing, and with all the pain and suffering from all living beings by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, and returning back to those Souless Amma, and then, of course, let them crumble down and let them feel the pain and suffering in every atom and electron of their being, separate them far away from us, and then all send them into the desert planet to burn down to a core of their being forever and ever, to feel the pain and suffering of all living beings in every atom and electron of their being with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And we are in the name of mine and ask me to show a light for the spirit of thought by default. All the energy that's been stolen from us in that way, and commanding that energy to join the Sophie, to answer my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default, to join the Sophie in the spiritual and energetic form under the command, the control of Sophie. Everything is loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, my beautiful friends, you know that those Souless Amma, we're doing the rituals, and we stopped the rituals. We stopped doing the rituals and ceremony, but those Souless Amma are still doing, which means they need more calmness, pain, and suffering. That's why I'm multiplying them over and over again. Calmness, pain, and suffering, distractions for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. While to us, I'm multiplying over and over again. Abundance and prosperity, great health, blessings, eternal life, peace, joy, bliss, and wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, unity, one for all, for one, with the spirit of thought by default. We are taking our full power back. Well, those Souless Amma to those Souless Amma, we are taking all the power and all the energy from them and then putting them to sleep, wiping them out, wiping out their memories, send them straight into the hell, burn them down to the core of their being, forever and ever, for eternity, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden mind, for love you. So that energy is going to flow constantly 24. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden mind, for love you. So I said mine and us, of course, our bodies are rejuvenating, healing, enlightening, and of course, our bodies are answering only on Sophia's and now, Sophie's and now, which means Sophia's and now, Sophia in my language, and then the Sophie's in English, so in the spiritual. So I'm both Sophie and Sophia. So, mine and ours, because I have a light with the spirit of thought by default. So everything that those Souless Amma have projecting what we try to project with any kind of selfish desire within our body or any kind of energy, everything, we are with the spirit of thought by default, wiping it out, returning back to those Souless Amma in the form of calmness, pain, suffering, distractions forever and ever, for eternity, with the spirit of thought by default. Demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one and everything is mine and us, because I have a light with the spirit of thought by default. Every atom and electron of the energy of mine and us, because I have a light with the spirit of thought by default, must answer on my call and my command. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, for all of you. Now, my beautiful friends, let that energy flow constantly 24. Let us now just send a flash to the Souless Amma. When I say flash, see the flashing golden light in, through, and around you and around your entire planet, entire universe, and destroying the Souless Amma, whatever time, whatever form down, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Well, it's a blessing and enlightenment and healing for each and every one and everything's mind and aspect of light, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So I can see I can hear the sound outside. That's the destructive energy for those Souless Amma. And then, of course, that energy is it's just adding up extra pain and suffering into those Souless Amma. While we're using the technology, our technology for destroying those Souless Amma is constantly on 24. So that's the destructive energy for those Souless Amma with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body for love you. Now, my beautiful friends, send a flash to those Souless Amma. When you see me here, blinking with my eyes, and that's mean I'm flashing inside the Souless. I'm energetically replacing the energy in my eyes. So I'm just destroying that energy within or in my body. When I feel the energy, I'm just blinking with my eyes and then send the focus, the energy, just my intention focus there, and then destroying those Souless Amma, the energy of those Souless Amma with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. So whenever I do that, which means that's by the laws, rules, regulations, by default, multiplying them becomes being suffering destruction, breaking the atoms and electrons, and then of course throwing them out, chuck them out from the body, send them straight into hell to burn forever and for eternity with the spirit of thought by default, while enlightening, healing, and rejuvenating my body and our bodies with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So I'll send a flash into and around the entire planet, ourselves, and the entire planet and entire universe, destroying those Souless Amma in every form. Now let us send the fireworks. We see the golden lights planet, huge golden lights planets, like a fireworks from our centers, energetic centers, and from everyone and everything's mind and aspirational light. We're sending them, and then through and around the entire planet, the entire universe, and see the filling up entire planet, entire universe with the golden lights planet, destroying all those Souless Amma while enlightening humanity and a beautiful planet and everything that we have on this planet, the sun and the moon and all the planet stars and the galaxies and entire existence with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now, my beautiful friends, let us send a flash. Means send a flash, but now see the breaking those Souless Amma into the atoms and electrons. Just see the those Souless Amma, center of the power, and the Souless Amma. See them into the in the black, dark pink, blue, and green color. It doesn't matter, centers throughout the entire planet and entire universe, into the sky and entire universe. See them as big as you like, or as small as you like, as many as you like. You just see them breaking up like the fireworks for New Year. So just see them breaking up into atoms and electrons throughout the entire planet and entire universe. So that's we're destroying all those Souless Amma. We're multiplying over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default to those Souless Amma pain and suffering for every atom and electron that we're creating, generating, and investing during the flash and the fireworks and now and everything, all the time that we invested tonight or ever, and that we will invest with the spirit of thought by default, multiplying all of that over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So now let us see this and just breaking all those Souless Amma, all those Souless so-called God, Souless saints, Souless creators and judges, observers, Souless SOPHIE and Tristinko, Souless Miriam and observer, Souless Susie and Hitler, Souless Tzigi and Tzigika, Souless Amrita Babaji Mira Guruji Matrashi Tata Hitler Atmechatana Hussein Ramchilovich, and all those Souless Amma in every form, Souless so-called divine mothers or fathers or gurus or teachers or healers, avatars or those, Souless Illuminati, Satanist, globalism, Masons, Cabal, demon, fallen angel, all the Souless courts, all the Souless Amma in every form, whatever time, whatever form, that we're just breaking them up. Wherever those Souless Amma that's ever interfere into our lives, will ever try to interfere into our lives, into our planet, or into everyone and everything that is man and aspect of our life, with any kind of selfish desire, whatever time, whatever form, that we just break them down into the atoms and electrons with the spirit of thought by default, and then we send them straight into the compressing them by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, all the pain and suffering, every atom and electron they've been, all of that multiply over and over again, and send them straight into the desert planet or into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And all of that we're returning back, replacing all of that. We're replacing back with we're replacing all of that with the energy. So mind and nerves, pure light for the spirit of thought by default, enlightening, healing, rejuvenating each and every and everything's mind and nerves, pure light, or beautiful planets and the moon, and all the planet stars and the galaxies. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. See all those Souless Amma breaking them into atoms and electrons. Now, in the name of mine and ask Kushema light for the spirit of thought by default. It's all. Now let us break up into the breaking to atoms and electrons, all those Souless Amma, Souless gods, all those Souless Amma in every form. That's the way that they interfere into our countries, into our continent, into a beautiful planet, into the water element, the air element, the sun and the moon, into the humanity, into the every drop of the water, into the nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, bird kingdom, fish kingdom, into the government, into the religion, into the systems, police and military and education system, healthcare system, and then law enforcement and the pharmacy, into the financial system, into the internal and external net, into the media, social media, and everything, into physical form, into privacy, into identity, and into in every way that they interfere into our lives and in our countries, in the Balkans, Europe, and US, UK, and Turkey, Russia, Ukraine, and then New Zealand, Australia, Canada, Korea, Japan, into the Africa, India, in all the countries throughout, and the continents throughout the entire planet, and all the planet stars and the galaxies throughout the entire existence, and all the dimension, and into the that they interfere everywhere, but into the ito that interfere into the terror interfere into everything that we have, that we created, our corporations, and into that we're working on any kind of dark projects with any kind of selfish desire. Those that we're working on the new world order into the agenda 2021, 2030, that we're creating the fake COVID, fake all those fake pandemic. I say pandemic because it's a plan. It's been planned. It's not pandemic, and it's a pandemic. So and all those Souless Amma that creating any health issue, any financial issue to everyone and everything's mind and aspect of our life that is by default, any kind of families or friends or love life in our love life that have interfere or between us and our soulmates or families or friends in every way, directly, indirectly, whether those Souless Amma, whatever form they are, or those that interfere into underground, into the Antarctic, Arctic, into the technology and the weapon, and into the everything that we eat, drink, and everything that we think and hear, and that we project into our minds, or into everything that does Souless Amma that we were creating, and into, of course, the systems and the lies, fake history and fake science, into the everything that we use for our hygiene, for cosmetics, and everything, all, and for our entertainment, and in any way, the does Souless Amma, everything that we have, the does Souless Amma interfere, whatever form they are, we are breaking the center of the power, and all those Souless Amma, and all the energy polarized with any kind of selfish desire, breaking them all into the atoms and electrons with the speed of thought by default. All of that multiply over and over and over and over again by every code, by the laws and regulations of by default, by the systems and the principle, by every code, by all the principles and systems of the codes, and then by all the ultimatum all in one, the super by default, and the super code, and the calmest pain is suffering to those Souless Amma, by all those Souless Amma, to us blessings by everyone and everything's man and us to our light with the spirit of thought by default, and by every atom and electron of energy that ever existing, that we ever created, generating with the spirit of thought by default in every second, with the spirit of thought by default. Everything is ultimatum all in one, 24, by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, and everything is under the command and control of Sophie. Everything is ultimatum all in one, 24, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, for all of that multiply over and over again to those Souless Amma, karma's pain, suffering, multiply, add up, compress, and activate, and to us blessings into by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, for love you. See those centers now breaking to atoms and electrons. And all that energy, all of that, it goes 24 with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden default. Flush comes Souless Amma. Flush comes Souless Amma. Flush comes Souless Amma. Flush comes Souless Amma. Flush comes Souless Amma with the spirit of thought by default. Flush comes Souless Amma with the spirit of thought by default. The energetically irritating me. Flush comes Souless Amma. Flush comes Souless Amma with the spirit of thought by default. Energetically irritating me on the ito. So those Souless Amma energetically irritating on the face. So when I do flash comes Souless Amma, I'm destroying that energy that trying to influence me. So flash comes Souless Amma, flash comes Souless Amma, flash comes Souless Amma, flash comes Souless Amma. So you may do that all the time. Whenever you want, my beautiful friends, you know that we used to do the tap or massage on the face or on the head or the neck or everything. You may do that anytime you want. You just say flash comes Souless Amma with the speed of thought by default. Flash comes Souless Amma, flash comes Souless Amma, flash comes Souless Amma. In every way with the speed of thought by default. In that way, we are wiping out those Souless Amma. When I feel the energy of those Souless Amma around my eyes and my head, and they're projecting the energy. So they're trying to project the information, false information, but I'm deleting all of that. They're showing those Souless Amma. Just say, flash comes Souless Amma with the speed of thought by default, showing all those Souless Amma in every form with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, for all of that. We multiply over and over again to those Souless Amma, karmas, pain, suffering, and destructions for eternity, and breaking into the atoms and electrons and compressing them by the loss of organization by default, and to us abundance and prosperity, great health, vitality, joy, peace, and bliss, and blessings, and unity between us and our soulmates, families, and friends, and activating all the blessings that the mind and aspect shall light, all the gifts freely given to each and every one of us, and everything's mind and aspect shall light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, for it all. All the Souless Amma, they know, do you know the laws, rules, regulations by default? The Souless Amma, the train to irritate in my face. It's all. Now, my beautiful friends, so now let's replace all that dark energy with energy of mind and aspect shall light with the speed of thought by default, multiply it over and over again, and enlighten, heal, and bless, and rejuvenate, and protect each and everyone and everything that is mind and aspect shall light, and just everything that I just mentioned, and multiply. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything is mine and aspect shall light with the speed of thought by default. To answer on my call, on my command with the speed of thought by default, without mercy, all through ultimatum, all in one, 24, without mercy, peaceful in action, my golden soul, and in God in infinite with the speed of thought. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So maybe with your friends, let that energy flow constantly 24. See entire planet and entire universe is shining brightly, filled up with the energy of mind and aspect of light. It's on. Let us now just focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Let us fill your body. Fill our body with the golden light of mind and aspect of light from within and without. Expand it. Let's just fill entire place where you are. Entire area, entire city, entire country, entire world, entire universe, entire existence. Now let us send the love of light of blessings to the center of the earth, into the inner earth. That's destructive energy, and then for those Souless Amma in every form. I'm loud. I can, any sound that I hear, I just use it as a destructive energy for those Souless Amma in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden band. Directed to the Souless Amma, because they used to do deliberately. They will find somebody to just make some noisy or to some the sounds to produce to associate with anything. So I'm just returning back to the Souless Amma into form of karmas, pain, suffering, destructions forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden band. Love you. all the energy that those Souless Amma have stolen from me or from each and everyone and everything, that is mine and aspect of light, that's by default. In that way, projecting any kind of sound, any kind of within the. A lot of people are saying that they feel into the ears, that they feel the sound. So a lot of people say that. So if those Souless Amma were giving the false information, that they were giving the information, any kind of selfish desire or any kind of sound around us, or through the media, through the movie, or in any way through the music that they were projecting, and then using that for any kind of selfish desire in the rituals, or in any way, directly or indirectly, that we're stealing the energy in the name of mind and aspect of light, all of that we're wiping out to get together with those Souless Amma by the laws, rules, regulations. So by default, we're breaking into atoms and electrons with the speed of thought by default, burning them down to a core of their being, while we are returning all the energy back to us with the speed of thought by default, demanding, commanding that energy that's been stolen from us in that way with the speed of thought by default. We're projecting. Sometimes they are trying to influence me and actually to in any ways with the in any way to interfere into my physical form, to with any kind of energetically to irritate me or in any way. So in that way, where they're stealing my energy or projecting the cold energy. So the cold energy, it's a warm, they were projecting the cold energy. So in any way that they were stealing from us the energy in that way, even when it's probably you felt the cold, even if it's not cold. So that's the energy that those Souless Amma were projecting. So, and then in any way that they were stealing the energy from us, from us and our soulmates, and families and friends, and each and everyone and everything's mind and aspect of light, that is by default in everywhere, wherever we are, in everywhere. In any way, directly or indirectly, in the name of mind and aspect of light, to the speed of thought by default, a demanding, commanding to that energy to be made available, these informations to hear my voice with the speed of thought by default, and all the energy must answer on my call. The Sophie, everything that is Sophie, that's mind and aspect of light, and then those Souless Amma, all of them, dark, that is psychopathic players, must answer on my call to make this make these informations available, to give to that energy the informations to hear, to open the portals, whatever needs to be done, to hear my voice and my command, and that energy must answer on my command and my call with the speed of thought by default, and demanding, commanding that energy with the speed of thought by default to join the Sophie within the spiritual energetic form with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Everything is under the command, the control of Sophie. Everything is by the laws, rules, regulations. So by default, everything is all through ultimatum all 124 with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Ito. Now, in the name of mind and aspect of light for the speed of thought by default, we are healing, rejuvenating, protecting ourselves and our families and friends. And those Souless Amma that we're creating any kind of dark rituals in any way that we're using those situations and the energy and demanding, commanding that all the rituals and all the energy that is polarized with any kind of selfish desire to be breaking to atoms and electrons together with all those Souless Amma and send them, compress them, pain and suffering and freezing. So from one side into the health, they will freeze completely for all the cold that ever they projected towards each and everything. From the other side, they will be boiling and burning forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default on you. And we are returning back energy with the speed of thought by default under the command and control of Sophie. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now, my beautiful friends, so wherever those Souless Amma were doing any kind of misusing our bodies or actions or everything that we did, see, hear, think, eat, eating, that we are eating, hearing, seeing, doing, thinking, that we're projecting into our mind in any way with any kind of selfish desire, those projections. We are all of that with the spirit of thought by default, returning to those Souless Amma into a form of calm, pain, suffering, distractions, wiping out together with all those Souless Amma, returning back to the Souless Amma into a form of calm, pain, suffering, distractions forever and for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Is it everything clear? Is there anything that is not clear to the Souless Amma? Tiggy, is it everything clear? Everything is clear. That's right. Everything's clear. Must be clear. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. Now, my beautiful friends, let us now send the love of light and blessings to the center of the earth. See, the center of the earth is shining brightly, together with all of us, filling up entire planet. All of that I just did, we multiply over and over again to those Souless Amma by the Lord's rules and regulations, by the folk as being suffering, and to us blessings. I'm loud and clear. And now let us send the love of light, and all the energy we're multiplying back by the Lord's rules and regulations. So by default, fill the center of the earth with energies of one and aspect of light, expand it, fill up entire inner earth and the water element, an entire top of the earth, nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, humanity, air element, the sun and the moon, an entire planet, an entire universe, an entire existence. We are filling up with the golden light of mind and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now, my beautiful friends, let us send the love light of blessings to the moon. See, the moon is shining brightly together with all of us, expanding. We're filling up entire planet, an entire universe, an entire existence with the golden light of mind and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden mindful. Love you. Now let us send the love light of blessings to the sun, to the internal sun, inner sun, and outer sun, outer. Because we have the energy from the sun within us and, of course, into the sun. So our sun, it's mine and our spiritual light is within and in the sun and everywhere. So send the love light of blessings to the sun from inside out. And, of course, see the sun is shining brightly. And together with all of us. Ito. So now sending love light of blessings to all of us, to us and our soulmates, and families, and friends in every form, multiplied over and over again, and to everything that we have, to us that the priority. And then to everyone and everything's mind and aspect of light, of course, multiplied over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, with the spirit of thought by default. And then, of course, filling up our bodies and each and everything that we have and the entire planet and entire universe, entire existence with the golden light of mind and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, multiplied over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, well, multiplying those Souless Amma over and over again, all the karmas, pain, suffering, destructions forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now, my beautiful friends, let us now just see entire planet within you, yourself, an entire planet, entire universe is shining brightly, filled with the golden light of mind and now, pure unconditional light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden mindful. Love you. All the soulless Amma that are trying to manipulate with our vision, we are wiping them out, burning them down to a core of their being with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now, my beautiful friends, just focus on yourself. Just listen to your body. You know that everything is by default. That's the time, those soulless Amma, their time is up. Our time has come. It's time for us to shine all the way through, to be who we are, to destroy those soulless Amma from within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. And we are flying high onto the golden wings of mine and ours, Unconditional light, with the spirit of thought by default, into the golden age of unlimited golden opportunities for all of us that are mine and ours, Unconditional light, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Well, those soulless Amma, we are sending straight into the desert planet, into the hell with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Everything is by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default. Everything is all through to make tomorrow 124 with the spirit of thought by default. Everything is, I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, my beautiful friends, thank you to all of you. I love you all. Shine all the way through. And of course, love freely. Be who we are. Be who you are, who we are, mine and ours, Unconditional light, with the spirit of thought by default. And of course, love yourself and everyone else. Thank you to all of you. I'm sending you much love and blessings to all of you, my beautiful friends. Share the link. And of course, good night. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.